Infrared light therapy is possibly the biggest breakthrough I've seen in pain management in more than 30 years of my practice. This amazing technology, which is called photonic stimulation, is something that passes infrared light at about 860 nanometers into the body, and it penetrates, according to NASA studies, by 10 inches. So you get great penetration. About 60% of the light goes 4 inches deep, and another 40% goes down to about 10 inches. So you can get to the areas where you need to get the effects of the infrared light. First of all, it increases circulation. Whenever a light ray, the infrared light ray, hits a blood vessel wall, it causes an instant release of a compound called nitric oxide. And nitric oxide causes instantaneous pop open of a blood vessel. So suddenly you have a change in circulation that's dramatic. And for tissues that don't have good circulation because they've been injured or there's been a blockage in an artery, like with a heart attack or a stroke, the areas around it, called the peri-infarction area, are able to respond to nitric oxide and increase flow to those tissues that normally may not be able to function at all, but are barely able to stay alive until you change what's happening there. It also causes a reduction in inflammation that happens very quickly as well. It increases lymphatic drainage, it increases the activity of white cells so they clean up debris faster, and it has an amazing effect on nerves. It causes nerve fibers that are pain fibers to calm down and not cause so much pain. There are a wide number of conditions that are responsive to this infrared light therapy or photonic stimulation.
At the basic level, all cells in the body have a miniature power plant within called the mitochondria. This is where our cell's energy is produced. The technical term for this energy is called adenosine triphosphate, or ATP for short. Because the mitochondria are very sensitive to light, infrared light therapy can stimulate ATP production in the mitochondria. Light energy stimulates the release of nitric oxide from hemoglobin into the bloodstream. When nitric oxide is released from hemoglobin, it enters the muscle cells in walls of the blood vessels. The muscle cells relax as the blood vessel diameter enlarges, allowing more blood to flow through the vessels.
This little girl, 12 years old, 1998, comes from a family that has herpes virus from generation to generation. What the immunological defense mechanism breakdown is, I don't know. But she came in one day and only one half of her face was functional, if you will. She could smile, close her eyelid, but only one half of the face did that. That's called post-herpetic Bell's palsy. She was given a light therapy device to use at home. She used it at home 20 minutes a day. 1 week later, she was better. Bell's palsy was completely gone. We did not get her back in the office until the following week, so that's her picture 2 weeks out. On the right-hand side is a picture of her same hand 2 weeks after starting infrared light therapy. It was given 3 times a week, 25 minutes each treatment in someone's office. The results at 2 weeks, as you can see, that one finger, the ulcer is virtually gone. Her pain is now significantly reduced. After 7 weeks, shown on the left-hand side, virtually all 3 digits have no ulcers. There's actually a tiny one still on this one finger, here on the far left-hand side. At this point, 7 weeks in, she's off all of her narcotics. She's able to button her clothes and do needlework with those fingers.
Light is composed of photons. Photons are quantum units of energy. A photon emitted at a specific wavelength or color contains the same energy irrespective of the source. Light near the blue end of the spectrum penetrates about 2 to 3 millimeters. Light at the red end of the spectrum penetrates about 8 to 10 millimeters. And near-infrared light penetrates about 20 to 100 millimeters. Near-infrared light is more energetic than visible light, less resistant to reflection and absorption, and therefore penetrates soft tissue to a deeper level.